Welcome back this Saturday the 28th. Guys, we are a few days away from Wednesday, April 1st. And the question is, are you going to be a fool? Are you going to be the guy that wakes up in the morning and reads this article on ESPN, millions swing in Vegas on a late free throw? Guys, it's right here. A foul that almost wasn't called resulted in a last-second free throw that caused millions of dollars to change hands in Vegas. Duke guard Quinn Cook made one of two free throws with .7 seconds remaining, capping the Blue Devils' 63-57 victory over Utah on Friday's Sweet 16 in Houston. Duke closed as a 5-point favorite, crushing the majority of the sportsbooks which were rooting for the underdog Utes. This is what I tell guys, it's all about the number. Yesterday we were involved in one play under the total in the first matchup as we instructed all of our clients to get down on that game, play the first play, go under the total in easy fashion. Now, originally I did a video a couple days ago talking about clients texting me when we put out unders in these games, saying, do you know the clock has moved from 30 to 35 seconds, blah, 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 and all these games are going over. Yeah, line makers are aware that you guys have access to that same information, and most of you guys are going to play the over, and they're going to inflate the totals. If you go to daytradesports.com, on my website, what you will see is that I have my last 7 shows archived on the website that I do at sportsbookradio.com with Brian Blessing. The last 7 weeks. A few weeks ago, on the first day of the NIT, we discussed that these totals, while I was in studio, were moving in full force right here. It was back on the number 5, March 10th. That these games were basically flying up literally 5 points off no reason. Just the fact of this 30-second to 35-second rule. So you have to understand, a lot of times lines will move on steam, wise guys, or just public perception of a new rule in a sport. Lines matter. Millions were lost. Made front page news on ESPN.com on that field goal. Again, I don't want to be involved in these matchups. Wise guys are looking for the edge. Syndicate bettors are looking for the edge. They're playing totals. They don't have to be rooting for their favorite team. They don't have to be fans. They just have to be in it to win it and not worry about what shape the ball is. And this is the difference between trading sports and making money and playing for the sake of playing. The day before, I discussed the Xavier game that we had, instructed all of our clients, and I said you could have arbitraged that game. I wasn't clear. That line was plus 11.5, 12 points. They won by 8. In the second half, the line was 7. So if you bet Xavier plus the 11.5 or 12, and then took the favorite minus 7 in the second half, they won the game outright by 8. The game was tied 28-28 at halftime. You win both bets. You go 2-0 playing the game, and then playing the dog, and then playing the favorite in the second half, hitting that middle. The difference between 7 and the difference between 11.5 is your spread. This is why you got to trade the games as opposed to just play the games. Now, as I do this video report, it is now 11:30 Eastern Standard Time in Baltimore, Maryland. It is a balmy 30 degrees, 29 degrees, 30 degrees. I'll be out in Vegas before you blink, meeting my clients in person for week 1 of the MLB season. Now, as featured in DonBest.com each and every year in their Nevada rotation, as well as on their website, as we discussed on the radio show, I am known for my dogs. I'm known for barking to the bank with the dog side in baseball, as I never play a favorite. Even a 20-game Cy Young pitcher is going to lose his fair share. All the value is to the dog side, and all the value is playing totals just like we do in every other sport. So again, don't be a square. Don't worry about whether you're going to... You want to sit here and you want to root this game in and have millions on the swing by 1 point? Or you want to be a guy that's playing a total and it's never even coming down to it? The bottom line is, make a play because you have information on it. I had a guy call me yesterday. He said, picks are picks. $20 pick is a $20 pick. $1,000 pick is a $1,000 pick. Guys, I don't think you understand. If you're watching this video for the first time, or if you've ever paid for sports picks online, this is not purchasing information for you to wager on because someone's telling you, go bet on this game. We are a syndicate. You're accessing the strongest information in the world. You're paying for access to the sharpest players that do this for a living and run money up and down the Vegas Strip and run literally millions in London, England, and down below in Australia. This is paying for access to the guys that are doing the research and the due diligence and creating the algorithms that you never would have access to. So when somebody calls me up and they say picks are picks, no. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. If you're a handicapper, yes, you're paying for somebody's pick. When I go online and I look at these forums or I click a link and some guy has a hot pick, you're paying for his opinion. I can go to a bar and I can sit next to a guy. I can look up at the TV. We can debate and talk about the game and talk about picks. When I'm in Vegas, after I get off the radio, I listen to sports radio all day long while I'm driving down the road meeting clients from one casino to another casino and another casino, and they got handicapper upon handicapper talking about picks. And what they're doing is they're breaking down offenses and they're breaking down defenses of which team should win the game. But you're betting on a number. You're not betting on a game. Because it's all about the number, my friends. It's not about the game. Like I said on the radio a couple weeks ago with Brian, Kentucky's going to win the Final Four. Kentucky's going to win the Sweet 16. Kentucky's going to win the whole thing. It was decided before it even started. Nobody questioned whether Kentucky was going to win it. It was uneventful. The question is, are they going to cover the number? Right now, they're 1-2 against the spread. So, you could talk about their huge blowout the last game they played, or you can talk about the fact that if you're a Kentucky lover, you're down money betting the same amount per each game. If you're a martingale bettor, yes, you just got out of the trap, and you're thanking your lucky stars just for the March Madness series alone. But on the season, you were no better than 50% or down a little money, because when they were 31-0, they had only covered 15 games. They were 15-16 against the spread. The real money was made in the fact that they had covered every second half game when they were tied or down to come back and win those matchups. Once again, as my man Brian Blessing would say, trading the game within the game. So again, as I sit here before you, this Saturday, it is all about you. It's all about how much money you want to make trading this as a business. It's not about the hot game of the day. It's not about how many plays you can hit in a parlay. They said millions in this article. Millions were swung, not on straight wagers in this Duke matchup yesterday, but on parlays, because everybody stuck Duke in a parlay. So they're not really being genuine in their article, because that's the assumption that the guy that had the parlay with Duke in it won all his other wagers. Parlays are for suckers. They're lottery tickets, and that's not what wise guys do. Wise guys make money pounding key releases. Wise guys make money taking each game independent of the next game, because one game in one geographic location has nothing to do with another game in another geographic location. So, this is what you have to understand. You can listen to the media. You can watch these other videos of guys talking about, I got this hot lock. You can watch these videos where guys are screened behind and you don't see them in the raw. You hear them and they tell you about how they had this guy with the great information and that guy with the great information. Or you can pick up the phone and you can call me. You can meet me. You can see me. You can break bread with me. Once a month, 12 times a year, when I go to my West Coast office for 7 days, leaving my East Coast office, and I have a select crew of my Vegas Roundtable clients fly out and meet me. Do I need a reality show to talk about it? Hell no. Do I need the fancy new music in the background? Hell no. I got more frequent flyer points on Southwest, my friends. That's all I need to talk about. That's my Learjet. So, you want to meet me, you call my office, you make an appointment, you're a high roller, you have a bankroll, 50 dimes or more, and you want to work with me one-on-one, you want to tour the facilities and see where the lines are made in Las Vegas, you want to see who actually sets these lines, you want to come break bread with me, we'll take a little tour. We'll go behind the scenes, limited to 10 new clients this April 14th. Pay your man, pay the tax man, get on the plane, come see me in Las Vegas, baby, and I'll show you what you've never seen. We won't be talking about picks. We won't be talking about games. We won't be throwing down our bankroll and taking 50%, 80%, and 100% of it and throwing it on a game. I'll be sitting down with you like your investment advisor would at your company talking about your 401k or your SEP or your IRA, looking for the long term. Because we, in a syndicate style of play, think of the macro, not the micro. So again, check out my radio shows at daytradesports.com. They're all archived, the parts where I come on from sportsbookradio.com, featured on 9:20 a.m. from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, in lovely Las Vegas, Summerlin, Nevada. And I'll look forward to speaking to you guys that fit the criteria to sit with me, break bread with me, and work with me. And look, to the little guy, glad to work with you. We got algorithms that will tear your bookmaker apart. My girl's sitting here, Jessica, she'll take your call. Jessica, what's the number?
888-201
4201. She's having a brain
Bizarre.
because the phones are blowing. So guys, bottom line is she'll take the call. She'll deal with you one-on-one. She'll put you on phone with one of the representatives. He'll be glad to lay out a money management system for you that suits your needs. He'll explain everything to you. But if you're looking for the get-rich-quick, go get in line, go to the 7-Eleven, go to the Winn-Dixie, go to the Kroger's, go to the Walmart, buy a lottery ticket. This ain't for you. You want to be one of the suckers that had Duke in the parlay that they're talking about in ESPN? And then you lost one of the games and didn't win a damn thing? Or could you just went 1-0 yesterday with the under and called it a day? This is your Saturday report. Now, your early line moves as follows, featured at scoresandodds.com are Kentucky is 11's flat and hasn't moved a penny. And we got Wisconsin went from 1.5 to 1. But the total's gone from 33.5 down to 31, as all the early money is coming in on the under. That's it. And then we got Canisius, went from 41.5 to 42, and the total is held flat at 3, a key number of 3. So, I hope you understand, guys. If you haven't watched my Millionaire Maker report regarding MLB, take 6 figures, turn it into 7 figures. Take 3 figures, turn it into 4 figures. Pick up the phone, get access. My Betting Businesses 101 report is available. You need the username and password at daytradesports.com or johnsyndicate.com for your username and password. Happy Saturday, guys. You gotta wait late. We got 8:45 Eastern Standard Time, 6:05 for the Arizona game to begin. Good day and good luck.